Yo, so I got this new Borla exhaust on my Raptor. It's a 2017 Raptor, and this truck has a few modifications on it. But you know, for the exhaust, I got the SPD exhaust adapter in this Borla. It sounds amazing, as you can hear. You know, it's unreal because this thing is a twin turbo V6, and I had the previous Raptor. It sounded pretty badass, but you know, people complain about the sound from this truck, but no, this is unreal. This sounds amazing. And the nice thing about this exhaust is it doesn't drone at all. Like, I've been driving it at different loads. I still haven't towed anything with it yet, but I'm just kind of driving it now on the highway, and like when you're cruising, you can't hear it. I mean, it's like a you know, a growl, like it should, like an exhaust should sound, but there's no drone. And then when you lay on it, you can totally hear it. So here, I'm gonna just floor it here for a second. It sounds unreal. I mean, it really does. And I got to tell you, there's two different versions of this exhaust. It's traffic hour right now, so I got to take it easy. But two different versions of the exhaust. One is called the A-TAC, and one is the S-Type. The A-TAC was a little too like insane for me, I think. You know, I'm not in my 20s anymore. I don't want anything that's just like sounds ridiculously loud. But this one is loud enough. I'm gonna roll down the window now to kind of give you an idea. Like right now you can't hear it. All you can hear is traffic around me. But I'll go a little. Okay, now I'm gonna start to go a little bit. You can kind of hear the rumble. I don't know if you can hear that. It's got a deep sound to it. I don't know what Borla did to this thing, man, but to get that. Okay, by the way, that's an Audi in front of me. It's kind of making a noise too, so that's I'll let him go ahead. But I don't know how they got a V6 to sound like this. They really did a good job. I mean, if you look at the pictures I posted on my Instagram, there's kind of two mufflers, and then there's an X pipe. They took a lot of time to build this, and you can tell. I mean, it shows the craftsmanship and the quality that they put into it. But just the thought, you know, I guess the whole X pipe was designed to balance the exhaust on the left and the right side. I don't know. It's all mandrel bent. And really, we're only talking about the X pipe right now, and it's like a mid exhaust. So there's no tailpipes yet for this thing. So I'm using the factory tailpipes until Borla comes up with their own tailpipes, and then yeah, I'll throw those on too. So I just have to say, oh yeah, by the way, it came with this red hat, pretty sweet. I just have to say, Borla, you're awesome. Anybody has any doubt, trust me. Like I hate drone. I love the sound of a really nice sports car, but I honestly cannot stand drone. I cannot stand it. I've had it on my motorcycle before. I've seen, you know, crappy exhausts in the past that drone. I know there's a lot of exhausts that drone on the Raptor. All they are is just straight pipes, and you know, they're basically tin cans. Clearly Borla put in some thought and some R&D into this exhaust, and they took a lot of time to make it. I think I'm one of the first to have it on the truck, but it really is unreal. So I'm going to continue to run this a little bit. This video is getting long, but you know, you kind of will get an idea of how it sounds. I just have to get on the highway here, and I really don't know where I am right now, so just give me a second. Okay, looks like I have to turn left up here. So I'm leaving the windows open. Hang on, let's see here. Okay, I'll turn left up here. All right, so one other thing I want to say is I did get the SPD adapter. So it's a turbo adapter, comes from the downpipe, and it kind of opens up the I don't know, the exhaust from the turbo to the exhaust. It sort of takes away, or it sort of removes any kind of backflow, I suppose. So you know, when you're running a twin turbo, you want to have as little constriction as possible, you know, to get the best performance. These guys claim, you know, I'll get at least 10 horsepower out of this. The SPD is around, they say 20 horsepower, something like that. I honestly think, like, in total it's probably around 20, something like that. But I definitely feel a difference. I've run some tests, like 0 to 60 tests, using, you know, an onboard computer. And it's definitely faster. I'm still not running a computer upgrade yet. I was running a JMS before, and it had an error, so I just sent it all back. I ordered something from who is that company? What are they called again? AFE. So I ordered the intake from them, and I also ordered their scorcher system. So that should be in soon, and I'll put that on this truck as well. But I have to say, out of all the vehicles I've owned, this is a lot of fun. This truck has a lot of potential in terms of its ability to modify. I liked my my SVT truck before, but I have zero complaints about this being a V6 versus a V8. There's just there's just no comparison between this truck and the old one. So I'm at a light right now, and I'm about to take off. I'm going to get on 520, so I'll get a little bit of time to test the exhaust, and then you can hear it. Hang on a second. I'm turning left, so I don't want to do something stupid here. Okay, and another light before I hit the highway. Sorry about this. Hang on. All right. Here we go. Look at this 6 minutes of watching me talk about nothing. But anyways, you get the idea. You can forward this if you want by maybe 30 seconds. Let me think about what else I've done to it. Yeah, so I got ADD bumpers on it, front and back. I've got a big 40-inch light bar on the front. I have some old Recon lights that I put in the bumpers in the back and in the front. I have a train horn installed on this thing, which is sort of stupid, but I guess that's just that's what you do. And then I have some new brakes coming. I got some Brembo brakes coming, and they're in my house right now waiting. And I also got some HRE wheels coming next week. You hear that? That's this thing. So hang on a second. There we go. We're gonna end on 520 now. So it sounds like when you really lay on it, you can hear it. But right now, see, I'm just cruising. I'm letting off. There's no drone at all at this RPM with a little bit of acceleration. Actually, there's no drone at any RPM with any acceleration. It's when you floor it that you can hear it open up. Oh man, sounds unreal, man. So anyway, so you get the idea. So now the window's up. I'm gonna floor it one more time. Just nuts. So anyways, Brembo, you guys are amazing. Thank you very much for this, and thanks for sending the exhaust so quickly. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll probably share more as I go through. I really enjoyed this truck a lot, so modifying it has been kind of a pleasure for me. So anyways, thanks a lot. Let me know if you have any questions or anything on the exhaust. Otherwise, I'm super impressed with it. Take care.